Gently seal the lips. Teeth are slightly apart. Okay, jaw is nice and relaxed. Tongue is relaxed. Space in between the eyebrows are relaxed. And then bring your awareness to the tip of the nose. Okay, allowing yourself to have this moment to settle down into your body, onto your mat. So we can be here now. Keeping the eyes closed, press your palms into heart center, Anjali Mudra prayer. As you hold your hands here, take a moment to set an intention, a dedication, a prayer, a wish, or a commitment. And once you have that thought, repeat that in your head over and over like a mantra. Keeping the eyes closed, we're going to rest our palms on top of our knees. So palms will face down today and no mudra. Okay, we'll do our 3-part inhale, 1-part exhale. So small sips of air all through the nose. Inhale 1, pause. Inhale 2, pause. Inhale 3, fill up all the way, and then hold your breath. As you hold your breath, lift through the upper spine. Keep that as you exhale completely through the nose. Inhale 1, pause. Inhale 2, pause. Inhale 3, fill up all the way, and then hold your breath at the top. As you hold your breath, lift through the lower tummy. Keep that as you exhale through the nose. Smooth inhale for 5 counts. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Smooth inhale, drag the air in through the nose. Smooth exhale, let the air out through the nose. Smooth inhale, breathe in. Smooth exhale, breathe out. Last time, smooth inhale, breathe in. Open the eyes, smooth exhale, breathe out. Good. Okay, let's inhale both arms up. We're going to open up the upper spine. You're going to cross the right forearm on top of left. And then you're going to hold on to either the thighs or the knees. And you're going to pull back, let your chin touch the chest. And you're going to rock back on your sit bones. Okay, so almost like a cat. Yeah, good, Kathy. A cat spine. And you'll start to feel your shoulder blades, lower back open, back of the neck open. Let's hold here for another 2 deep breaths. Good, Megan. Hold there. Inhale, both arms up. We're going to switch. Left forearm on top of right. Hold on to whatever you can hold on. Sometimes you got to bring the legs a little closer and then pull back on the sit bone. So looking at your belly button, really opening up the back of the body. Okay, rocking back as far as you can. One more deep breath here, opening the upper spine, lower back. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, interlace the hands behind the lower back. Okay, we're going to bring both interlaced hands to the outside of your left hip. Okay, then you're going to squeeze that left elbow back. Then you're going to move your head away from that right shoulder. So you're going to tilt the head away from that right shoulder. And you'll feel a deep neck stretch here. Yep. So keeping the eyes forward, getting into the side of the neck. We'll get to the back of the neck a little bit in a little bit. So 2 more deep breaths here and allowing the left hand to pull that right arm across the lower back. Good. One more deep breath here. You're going to keep the hands the way that they are. You're just going to tilt the chin down, looking towards your left knee. Good. Inhale back into center. Release the interlace. Go ahead and shake it out. Inhale, reach your right arm up and over, side bend towards the left. Okay, so as you side bend, you want to stomp the opposite hip bone down, right hip bone down, chin out of chest. Now bring the right hand to the back of the head. As you exhale, bring right elbow down toward your left knee, getting into the lower back. Exhale, go down. Inhale, lift up. Good, one more. Exhale, go down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, reach the right arm up and over the ear. Now, as you inhale, you're going to bring the elbow in towards your spine. Exhale, reach your right elbow up and over. So really using that right shoulder blade to touch the left one. Exhale, right elbow down. Inhale, right elbow up and over. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, interlace the hands the unusual way. So opposite pinky on top. Bring both hands to the outside of the right hip this time. Squeeze your right elbow back so the collarbones are nice and wide, shoulders are nice and open. You're going to tilt the head away from the left shoulder. So getting into the left side of the neck. Good. One more deep breath here. And then gently tilt the chin down. You're going to look towards your right armpit, right knee. Getting into the back of the neck here. 2 more deep breaths. Last one. Slowly come back into center, release the arms. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, side bend towards the right. So really rainbow the rib cage off to the side. Good. Now bringing the hand to the back of the head. I'm going to twist the left elbow down to meet the right. So exhale, twist down. Inhale, lift up. Try to twist from the upper spine. Exhale, elbow down. Inhale, elbow up. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, left arm reaches up and over. We're going to add the back, okay? Bring the elbow in towards your spine. Exhale. Squeeze the upper back muscles. Good. Inhale, reach left arm up and over. One more. Exhale, squeeze. Use your back muscles. Inhale, lift. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, you're going to press palms together and you're going to fold over your legs, okay? So if up to you, but we're going to do that same stretch that we did last time, Kathy. It's going to be double pigeon. So you might need to put a blanket or a block in between the knee and ankle, but you're going to stack the opposite ankle on top of knee. If there's a big space, you're going to place a blanket or pillow there. And some of you will stay just right here, which is great. Or you can fold over. And the intention here is you want to feel the stretch in your hip and lower back. And we'll stay here for a while. So pick which one calls out to you. So go ahead and find which one you like. Then once you find your pose, we got 5 deep breaths there. Good, Megan. And then start to breathe into your lower back, outer hips. Now, if your hands are touching the ground, you want to press the hands into the earth so your sit bones spike down into your mat. So don't let your butt come up. Okay, 4 more deep breaths here. Two more. 1 more. And then gently roll the spine up. Good. All right. Now, whichever leg that you have on top, you're going to extend it out into a half V. And we go into our lower back stretch. Left foot is going to do tree pose. It's going to be opposite hand to foot. If you can't quite reach your foot, you're going to use your strap. Inhale, reach left arm up. Exhale, reach left arm towards right big toe. And now the trick here is you want to make sure that the shoulders are nice and even. So the tendency is to lower the right shoulder down more than the left, but try your best to even it out. Good, Megan, hold there. Relax the back of the neck if you can, Kathy. Yes, good. So you'll get a nice neck stretch there too. 2 more deep breaths here. 1 more. Good, and then gently roll the spine up. Now you're gonna reach, this is the one that Kathy's like, but you're gonna reach your left arm around, bring it behind your bum. You're gonna pop onto your left shin like a kickstand, okay? We're gonna do a little back bend. So coming onto your left shin, reach your right arm back. Good, that's it, good. Gently lower all the way down, and then we'll switch it out. Right leg does tree pose. Left leg extends into a nice half V. Inhale, reach right arm up. Exhale, fold over left leg. So I'm going to even out the shoulders. So this time you're going to make sure right shoulder is pointing down towards the earth. And then you're going to let the back of the neck relax down. Good. So really pulling the hip bone back as right shoulder reaches forward and down. 1 more deep breath here. And then gently roll the spine up and come into our little rock star back bend. Reach the right arm around. Right hand comes behind the lower back onto the earth. Lift the hips up. You're going to hop onto the right shin this time and back bend. Good. Gently lower all the way down. And then we'll come into our double pigeon on the other side. So now we have the right shin down. We're going to hop the left shin on top of right. You're either going to put a blanket in between the knee and ankle. You're either just going to stay upright, or maybe you just place your hands in front of the left shin here, or you're going to walk the hands forward. So really press the palms into the earth if you happen to touch the ground, and spike the sit bones down into the earth and fold. 5 deep breaths here. Good. Three more. This is a tight one, Megan. Yeah, my left one is kind of tight too. 2 more. 1 more. And then gently roll the spine up, unravel the legs, and then we'll come into our forward fold. So extend the legs in front of your belly button here, right in front of your hips. And then for both of you, yogi's choice. Kathy, if you want to keep the legs together, legs apart, up to you guys. I have to keep mine apart. So inhale, reach the spine up towards the sky, and exhale, start to walk the hands forward and fold in between the legs. Good. Okay, we're going to hold here for 3 deep breaths. 2 more. 1 more. Gently roll the spine up. Go ahead and find your block. We're going to place the block in between the knees, bend the feet. We're going to come into a big shoulder stretch. Big shoulder stretch and a back bend if you make it that way, okay? So if you really press into the earth, you'll come into a back bend. So pressing the feet into the ground, hands behind the butt, and you're going to lift your butt up towards the sky like there's hot lava underneath your bum. Okay, and up to you, both of you, if you want to look at your tummy and that feels good to your neck, or if you want to open up the throat a little bit. Holding here for 2 more deep breaths. Is it hurting your shoulder, Kathy? 1 more deep breath, gently lower down. Release the block off to the side. Is it that one shoulder that we've been working on? Okay, yeah, no problem. That one's definitely the biggest shoulder stretch you can ever get. So we're pretty much done with that. Okay. Okay, let's come into all fours, palms onto the earth, tops of the shins onto the earth, and feel free to come to the fists if your wrists are hurting, or you can place a blanket underneath the heels of the hands. Okay, and just a reminder, if you want to place a blanket underneath the knees, we'll be here for a while, okay? And let's move through a few rounds of cat-cow. Okay, as you exhale, you're gonna round your spine, look at your belly button. And as you exhale, you're gonna let your tummy hang, lift your heart up. Okay, I'm gonna not do the cow, but exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Last one, exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And you're gonna find a neutral spine. Then start to extend your right leg towards right side of the mat. So it's a lateral extension out towards the side of the mat. Then I want you to make sure that your toes are facing forward so you have a nice ankle stretch. So it's almost like you're doing warrior two with that right leg. Now we're going to move it forward, shift forward, and then we're going to push all the way back into child's pose. Good. So if child's pose is hurting your knee, Kathy, you just kind of skip that, or you place a blanket in between the hamstring and calf so the knee doesn't have to bend so hard. Good. Two more. You're definitely going to feel this in the inner thighs here. And then last one. And then we'll meet in neutral. Now working on the outer hip. Okay, so I know yours is tight, Megan. You can feel free to skip this one, but you're going to extend that right leg up towards the sky. Yeah. And you'll feel that in your outer hip. Hold. Draw the right toes towards the back of the mat. Hold. So really hold the belly in. Now, if it's okay for you, you're going to reach that left arm forward. Good, Megan. See if you can rotate the toes down though. Yes, ma'am. Now try to drop right hip bone down, but then lift the leg. Yeah, good. Okay, hand and foot down. Keep the right leg extended. We're going to come into supported side plank. So turning the right toes out, reach the right arm up towards the sky. Nice. Good. Open up the hips, let the hips stack. Yep, and if you want to lift that right leg, you lift the right leg. Hold. Right foot down, right hand down, return into all fours. Now we're going to rock the hips from left to right. You'll feel an outer hip stretch. So rocking it from left to right, kind of like you're wagging your tail. And then we'll move to the other side. So go ahead and extend your left leg long, laterally. Good. And then you're going to rock it forward and back, coming forward. And as you exhale, maybe bum touches the heel. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, rock it back. Good. Two more. Inhale, rock it forward. Okay, and this one's really good if you're like super gassy. Exhale, rock it back. One more, rock it forward. Especially for me, it's almost like 24 hours a day. Exhale, rock it back. You too, Megan? Yeah, okay. Inhale, rock it forward and pause here. Inhale, lift left leg laterally. So working on the outer hip the best you can. Good, nice, Megan. Hold. Yep, maybe it's like 2 inches off the floor and it's all good. Nice, Kathy. Reach the left toes towards the back of the mat. Now, everyone, make sure you're rotating the left hip bone down. Okay, don't let it come up. Don't turn the toes out. Reach the right arm forward. Nice balance. Good, Kathy. Try to look towards the top of the mat instead of in towards your stomach. Good. Hold. Right hand down, left toes down. And then we're going to open up into our side plank. So rotate that left foot down like warrior two. Inhale, reach left arm up. So shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked. Good. Now, if you want to lift that left leg, Megan, go, feel free. Good, hold. Nice job. Left toes down, left hand down. Return into all fours. And then same thing, rock the hips from left to right. Left to right. Go ahead and curl the toes under if you haven't already. You're gonna sit on top of your heels to stretch out the feet. Sitting on top of your heels to stretch out the feet. Good, and then we're gonna do our one more back bend, but Kathy, feel free to skip this one. You're gonna uncurl the toes. You can place the block any height that feels good to you. It could be on the highest height, okay, and that is good. Okay, if you're on the lower height, you're going to interlace the hands. You're going to interlace the hands, so you're sitting on top of your heels, flip the palms to face your block, and then you're going to place the palms onto your block and gently look up. Okay, if you're on the highest setting, all you have to do is just hold onto your block, use it as a kickstand and look up. Yep, so you want to imagine that there's a string from your heart lifting you up towards the sky. So opening up that front chest there. Good. As you exhale, let that go. Let's return into all fours. And we're going to do knee circles. So lifting the right leg up towards the sky. And for Megan, I want you to focus on really turning that hip down. So for you, it's probably because of dance or something, because usually if you do dance, they always tell you to turn the foot out, but work on turning the knee in. Okay, so big, large circles, 3 circles going one way. So really loosening up the hip, and then 3 circles going the unusual way, outer. And see, even though the leg is moving, that you can engage your core by lifting in the lower tummy. Okay, you don't have to do a bunch of core exercises to work on your core. If you lift your lower tummy, you're already doing enough core workout than usual. And then lower the right knee down, other side. Whoops, sometimes you'll hear like a little crack in your hip. So 3 circles one way, kind of freeing up the hips, and then 3 circles the other way. Nice, ladies. And then returning into all fours. Let's curl the toes under. Let's come into our first downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lifting the hips up and back. Bicycling the legs. Feel free to bring the legs a little bit wider or bend the knees, or do both. And then once you got all the bicycles out of the legs, you're going to find some stillness in downward facing dog. Start to shake your head yes. Shake your head no. And let's take 3 deep breaths in stillness in downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. 2 more deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Last one, deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Drop the knees down and step right foot forward into Anjaneyasana. So step that right foot forward into Anjaneyasana. Good, and then you're going to rock it forward. And this is a great place to put some blocks underneath the hands, and exhale, rock it all the way back into half split. So if you need a little bit more height, you're going to use that block. Let's do 2 more like that. Exhale, rock it forward. Yeah, see if you can bring the right hand inside of the foot, Kathy. Yeah, good. Exhale, rock it back. Last one, inhale, rock it forward. Exhale, rock it back. Now we'll rock it forward and then we're going to stay there. So rock it forward and stay there into Anjaneyasana low lunge. Now you might want to shimmy that foot towards midline because we're going to rise up in the chest. So you're going to rise up, reach both arms up and over the head. Good. Yep, and Kathy, if you want to widen that right leg towards the right, then press the knee, press a little bit more forward in that right. Yes, and then arms up. There you go. Now you're stable. Good. Okay. Exhale, bring the elbows in towards the spine, working on those back muscles like we're doing pull downs at the gym.
Inhale, reach arms up. Try to keep that lower tummy engaged to keep the balance. Exhale, squeeze elbows towards the spine. And if you're having a hard time keeping the balance, inhale, reach arms up, curl left toes under. Good. Palms into heart center. Now we're going to work on the obliques. How are we doing, Kathy? Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Sorry, my shoulder hurts a lot.
Yeah, on this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you can skip that. All right, palms into heart center. And then go ahead, we're going to twist towards the right, but make sure that it's only the upper part of your body. So you're not twisting through the stomach like normal yoga class, you're just twisting through the upper body. You may not go that far. Good, inhale back into center. Twist towards the front leg. Good, nice, Megan. Very good twist. The other way, Kathy. The other way. Yeah. Inhale back into center. Exhale, hands down to your block. Step right knee back. Then step left foot forward. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Good. Okay, good. Bring that left hand in front and down to the earth, Kathy. Yep, and then hold on. Do you have your block? Yeah, go ahead and use your block. Good. Okay. Exhale, pull the hips back into half splits. You can take your block with you. Good. Exhale, rebend the left knee. We got two more like that. Exhale, bend, pull the hips back, extend left leg. Inhale, bend. Last one. Good. Much better, Kathy. Good. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Okay, now adjust the feet so you feel stable. So some of us need to shimmy the foot more towards midline. Some of us will shimmy the foot away from midline. Curl your right toes under. Okay, so if your hips are a little wider, I would shimmy it wider. Inhale, reach both arms up. Okay, Kathy, you can just keep the hands on the knee or whichever arm that's hurting. Okay, and then we have two pull downs. Exhale, pull down, elbow towards the spine. Inhale, arms up. Good. Exhale, pull down. Good, Megan. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, palms into heart center. Now you're going to twist towards that front leg. Exhale, twist. Don't move your stomach, just the shoulders. Inhale, back into center. Exhale, twist. The other way, Kathy, towards the left. Inhale, back into center. Exhale, hands down. Step left knee back. Okay, let's ditch the block. Curl the toes under, lift the hips nice and high, downward facing dog. Okay, gently bend the knees, look forward. We're going to do like a million steps to the top of the mat, or like 2. Okay, so making your way to the top of the mat. For me, my steps will be a little wider. You can make yours narrower if you like. Grab opposite elbows and sway from left to right. Swaying from left to right. Gently release the hands down. Roll the spine up towards the sky. Take your time. Good. Okay. So now we're going to work on a little bit of the knee. So before we move into our knee movement, I want you to bring awareness to your alignment today. So when you bend the knee, okay, you want to make sure this knee is going over your middle toe. So you'll notice just in normal classes, some people will bend the knee, they'll knock inwards. You don't want to do that. Okay, sometimes when people bend the knee, it kind of goes outwards. Okay, so you want to make sure it's just a neutral knee. And keep that in mind when we're doing any of the movements today. And second thing, high crescent lunge. Natural tendency is to be high crescent lunge. I'm in high crescent lunge. Actually, no, you're not. The hips, this one's a good one for, I'm not sure if you're doing this, Megan, but this could be part of the imbalance. But your feet should not be one behind the other. It should be hip distance apart. Then you're gonna take a look at your hips. Maybe one hip dips low because maybe you're really flexible in this front hip. But if that is so, you have to tighten up the outer hip so the hips are nice and balanced when you come into high crescent lunge. So a few things for both of you to be aware of when we do this sequence here. Okay, let's step to the top of the mat. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Okay, we're gonna bend the knees, and take a look at your knees, even look down. See if you can hinge so much that your fingertips might touch the earth. Now, zip up your lower tummy. Good, hold. Now inhale, reach your arms forward. Okay, so this one's definitely a low chair pose. Hold. Now I want you to focus on belly breathing. Okay, now Kathy, if this is hurting your shoulder, you're gonna hold onto your hips. Inhale, inflate your stomach. Exhale, hug your stomach in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, hug. One more, inhale. You should feel your belly moving. Exhale, extend. Inhale, straighten the legs, arms down by your side. Okay, how'd it go?
Good.
Good, you felt that? Good, okay. Now we're gonna add on. This time you're gonna bring your hands to your hips. So we're working on strengthening the knees, quads, and butt. So even in the event that, unfortunately, if you do fall, your muscles will be able to turn on, okay? So you're gonna bend the knees. The next one, you're gonna shift the weight over towards the left. Okay, as you exhale, you're gonna see if you can lift that right leg just hovering above the ground. Once you get that foot up, balance out the hips.
Is your left leg straight?
Both bent.
Okay, both bent. Okay.
Yep, so it looks like that.
Okay.
Good, holding there. So this also works on that balance. Shift the weight back down and then move it over towards the right. Bend the knee and then check out your hips. Then look at your knee. Is it going over that middle toe? Good, so drop that left hip, Megan. Yes, ma'am. Everybody zip up lower tummy. Exactly. Exhale, slowly lower down. Extend both legs, shake it out. Okay, now we're gonna add a little bit more. Bend the knees. Try to keep a long, tall spine, but making sure the knees are going over that middle toe. Shift the weight over towards the right. Lift that right foot above the ground. Exhale, extend right leg back. I'm gonna step it back into high crescent lunge. I'm gonna hold high crescent lunge for a bit. Now, go ahead and bend both knees so it's hovering above the ground. Now check out your hips. Make sure that the hips are nice and balanced. So not one's up, not one's down, nice and balanced. And another way to check in with that is zipping tummy in. Good, hold. Wide collarbones, Megan. Yes, good. Hold. Inhale, extend both legs, give it a little break. Now we have 3 reps of that. Lunges. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. So getting those tight glutes, exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Last one, exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Good, step right foot to meet left. Good, okay. Now, if you are falling over, legs should be a little bit wider. So maybe try a little bit wider and then leveling out the hips, okay? Let's do one more, other side. Bend the knees. Okay, wide collarbones, zip up lower tummy. So it's kind of hard because you are zipping up lower tummy, but then you feel like, I feel this too, try to widen and do both at the same time. Shift over towards the right. Hover the left foot, finding balance here. Good, extend left leg all the way back into your high crescent lunge. Once you land and you need to adjust the feet, adjust the feet. Good. So now checking in with your hips. Are they nice and balanced? Good. Okay, now hover the back knee above the ground because we're coming into our lunge. Zip up lower tummy. Holding for another 2. Good, Megan, hold. Even turn the knee down more a little bit. The back knee, Megan. Yeah, good. Inhale, straighten both legs. Now we're going to do our 3 squats. Okay, exhale, bend both knees, go slow. Inhale, straighten. Good, Kathy. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Nice work, ladies. Step left foot to meet right. And then shake it out. Shake it out. Good job. Okay, and then we'll come into triangle pose. So go ahead and find your block. I always like to use the block for the triangle pose. So we're going to come into warrior 2 legs, but both legs are straight. So that left heel is intersecting that right inner arch. Okay, bring the block in front of your left inner arch. So it's right next to your foot. It's touching the foot. Left palm is flat onto the block. Rotate the heart up. So everyone bring your hand to your lower right rib cage. Rotate that right rib cage up towards the sky. Good, Megan. Then reach your right arm in the sky. And that is your Trikonasana. Kneecaps are pulled up. Quads are nice and tight. And if it hurts your neck, you're just going to look down. 2 more deep breaths here for muscle memory. Good, 1 more. Slight bend in left knee. Inhale, rise all the way up. Good. Now we're going to come into goddess pose. So find your block, bring your block with you. You're just going to turn both heels in. And then toes are turned out. Good. We're going to do a few forward folds in this way. Okay, so coming into goddess pose, you're going to bend the knees. Now this one, you really want to zip up lower tummy. Check out the knees. The knees are going over that middle toe. So this one is an easy pose to mess up the knees. So getting the knees over that middle toe, you may need to turn the toes in a little bit too. Good. Now dragging the right arm down the right leg. Reach your left arm up and over the left ear. Inhale back into center, other side. Left hand to left thigh, reach right arm up and over. Okay, we're gonna stay here for a while. Inhale back into center. Reach both arms into kind of like a U. So you're gonna exhale, push the elbows back. Inhale, squeeze the elbows together. Good, Megan. Okay, let's do 3 more. Exhale, squeeze the elbows back using those back muscles. Exhale, squeeze the elbows together using the chest muscles. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. And inhale. Straighten legs, give it a little break. Go ahead and find 2 of your blocks. So I need 2. You're going to come back into the goddess legs. Blocks are going to be on the earth and you're going to fold in between the legs. And you should feel this in your outer hips and lower back. Yep, so toes are turned out, heels are turned in. Okay, if you have a little bit more space, maybe you walk the blocks forward. Yep, and you should definitely feel some knee action up in here. Good, try to stay with it. Let the quads quiver. 1 more deep breath here. Walk the blocks back. Straighten the knee, roll the spine out. Good, now we're gonna do the same thing in that forward fold, but with toes turned in. So go ahead and turn the toes in, heels are out, and you're gonna walk it forward. like downward facing dog, but super wide legs. You're gonna walk the blocks forward, letting your head, tummy, and chest hang. Okay, but even though it's hanging down, you want the weight to be pushed back into the heels. Yes, good, Megan. I saw that. One more deep breath. Let's do 3 deep breaths here. So this is a back bend. 2 more. 1 more. Gently walk the blocks back. Okay, be careful walking the blocks back. Take your time. Good. And then we're going to bend the knees since we're already down here. 1 knee at a time, lower back onto your mat. Nice, ladies. Okay, and then we'll do one last hard thing and then we'll call it a day. Let's come into our side plank here. You're going to stack the knees just like a mermaid. Drop it down to your right forearm. Good. And then we're going to use the block as a little weight, okay? So as you inhale, I'm going to demo first. As you inhale, you're going to lift your hips and make sure that the legs aren't too far out. You want to curl them in. Inhale, lift the hips, and you're going to extend the block up in the sky. And as you exhale, you're going to lower the hips, drop the block down. Okay, we're going to do 5 on each side. Right? Inhale, lift the block up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. We got 3 more, ladies. Inhale. That's it. Exhale. Good. And make sure the knees are not too close up into the chest, Kathy. You want to point them towards yes. 2 more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. That's it. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Good job. You can use the block to get up. And we're going to side bend towards the legs. Reach that right arm up and over. Yes, towards the legs. The other way, Kathy. Other way, other way, other way. Yeah. Good. Inhale back into center. Sweep the legs around. So same thing. So you want to make sure. So what we're working on here is of course, the arm muscle, but also the upper shoulder and the side body, okay? All those things help us keep balance when we walk. So this core center, when it's engaged, we're able to brace ourselves if we fall or anything like that. Okay, so coming to your forearm, left forearm down, you want that left forearm parallel to the top of the mat. The knees, you want to try your best to point them towards the back of the mat. Find your block. We got 5 of these. Inhale, lift up. Good. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. 3 more. Inhale, lift up. Really press down to that forearm. Good. Good. Exhale, lower down. Just 2 more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Last one. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Nice. Okay. Press into your block to help you lift your body up. Good. We're going to side bend towards the leg. So you'll feel that in your side body.
No, other way.
There you go. Excellent. Inhale back into center. All right. And let's come into our Baddha Konasana legs. Soles of the feet together. So this one will be really good for you, Megan, the outer hip here. Soles of the feet together. And now we'll use our props. You can either bring the block to your forehead. You can also stack the blocks. Okay, so doing a little bit of Legos to get there. You're going to inhale, whichever one you choose. You're going to exhale, bring your forehead toward your block. And let your body fully surrender to the pose. And we got 5 deep breaths here. 3 more. 1 more. Gently roll the spine up. And now we'll do one more. This one will be counter, but I just want to see if it's gonna, what Megan feels in this one. But go ahead and find your pillow or your block, and you're gonna sit on your pillow or your block. All right, so the heels will scan the side of your butt. Okay, and then the block will be underneath your butt. Okay, yeah, exactly. Both of you should have bolsters, so I should just demonstrate. I didn't know Megan had one too. Okay, so we'll just demonstrate with the bolster. Okay, great. Great. All right, go ahead and find your blocks. You're gonna walk the hands back. Okay, walking the hands back. Just seeing if you can feel your thigh bone rotating in, okay? So you should feel like kind of like a hip flexor stretch and maybe a quad stretch. Okay, if not, maybe you drop it down to your elbows. Okay, but you take your time. Good. Hold. Really press the knees down into your mat the best you can. Nice, and then rock from left to right. You're gonna lift your way back up. Rock from left to right. Lift your way back up. How did that feel to your hip, Megan?
Yeah, weirdly in that one, like I can, on a flexible day, I can go all the way down to the ground. So I don't,
Okay,
I'm trying to figure out where it is, like why I'm flexible in some
poses and some not, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the double pigeon was one where you were like,
Yeah.
oh, this one, no. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Okay, interesting. Okay, so we know it's more of the opening, the rotating outwards for that right hip.
Yeah, and it might be like years of doing ballet, like, you know, maybe something got injured at some point and it's like, because I know I have like balance with my ankles is hard because like finally went to see a physical therapist about it when I was doing point. And he was like, you have so much scar tissue in your ankles. What did you do to yourself? And I was like,
yeah, okay. So it's kind of undoing the more of the other stuff and just kind of utilizing it. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So ladies, let's get set up for Shavasana. I'll give you a few choices. You can either make a ramp, which I particularly love because your body's kind of elevated and you're not fully, because we're kind of a morning class. So maybe you guys are going to do something fun later. So you can either keep the chest a little elevated by making a small ramp, and depending on your back or your lower back here, you can either do pigeon-toed legs by knocking the knees in, or you can do Baddha Konasana legs, soles of the feet together, knees wide. You can reach your arms long. And if you need a little bit of elevation for your knees, because being that open does not feel good, you're going to place a blanket to support the knees from opening too much. Okay, so find your Shavasana. I will call you ladies up when we are done.
Slowly start to deepen the breath, taking fuller inhalations, fuller exhalations. Start to wiggle the toes, the fingers. Maybe rocking the head from side to side. And be careful of your props. Gently make your way into a comfortable seated position. Meeting me with your hands in Anjali Mudra prayer. Take a deep inhale all the way to the top of the lungs. Open your mouth, slow exhale. May this practice bring us clarity. May this practice remind us to act with love. May the work that we've done here this morning together be of great benefit to ourselves and all beings everywhere. Slowly bring your thumbs to your third eye. Slowly bow forward, we bow to each other. Namaste.